Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So the four other remaining Style Icon 2.0 Master Cards have been released, as a few people have actually managed to get their choice pack, meaning that it had to be added to the collection of the game. So we're going to break down the four new ones. I'll give you my thoughts and input on them. Guys, if you're looking for the most up-to-date news and info and tips on NHL 22, make sure you subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. It helps me out quite a bit. All right, guys, let's get into the new players. All right, we'll start first with the 94 Paul Bissonnette, 6'2", left-handed winger, my man from the Arizona Coyotes. He's going to come with Magician, Booming Shot, as well as Thief, Applesauce, Light the Lamp, and then Buzzing. So he can get his speed up to 93. His acceleration is also 93, and then his agility up to 98. He can get Light the Lamp, which does help out with his offensive awareness and his wrist shot accuracy, and 94 isn't bad at all. You could go Applesauce or Thief if you wanted to, and borderline play him at center with 80 faceoffs. Probably wouldn't recommend it, though. He does have really high agility and body checking, so probably wouldn't go Booming Shot here over Magician, or you could go with Protector, either one. The thing about him that's really nice is that he's got gold truculence, and 93 speed, 93 acceleration with 99 agility is very, very good. And then his defensive stats are almost all maxed out. Low-key, this is actually a really, really nice card. His other abilities, not a huge fan of. I mean, again, Born Leader, we've talked about. It is a very useful one if you are going to be using this card on the first line. But nonetheless, he's got great size. Gold Truculence is awesome. And he's got good skating as well. So all around, not a bad card. Then we've got his partner, Ryan Whitney, the 6'3" left-handed defenseman with Workhorse, Fly the Zone, and Buzzing. Unbelievable synergy combo here, obviously. 93 speed, 92 acceleration, and 97 agility for the left-handed defenseman. The only issue is that left-handed defense among the top-end cards are pretty good. I mean, we've already got Chychrun in this event. Then you've already got Gonchar for the team builder or Clefbaum. And then obviously Victor Hedman, which is literally is not going to be replaced. So while this is an extremely good card, if you are, you've got a top tier team, this is going to be tough to add in and justify it because those other cards are either just as good or a little bit better. However, if you don't have Team of the Year Hedman, this is a very, very good card. I mean, 1T isn't bad if you haven't watched that video from my man Kesso about DDD one-timers. Having 1T is very, very useful. However, the rest of his abilities just not really all that impactful. But defensively and his build is phenomenal. Like, I would probably rather have him than Chychrun. So just an extremely good card. And then we already knew about this one. The 94 Mathew Barzal gets one. He's got Booming Shot, which really helps out his body checking. Also has Gladiator, which gets his body checking into the 90s with Applesauce and Heart and Soul. I low-key think that if you put Thief on him, you've got a useful centerman as well. 96 speed, 95 acceleration with 99 agility. His shot is almost maxed out. I'd probably rather have this card than Sagan, especially if you're going to use him at center. I like the flexibility here of Sagan has a little bit better face-off rating with Thief activated, but it's not by enough to make it really worth it. He's got silver wheels and silver tape to tape, which is phenomenal. We knew this coming in. This was going to be one of the best cards, and it is. This is easily one of the best cards that you can go out and get. If you don't have, like, Mario Lemieux or maybe the X Factor McKinnon, like, this is a very, very good option. And even if you are trying to look for your free one, this is probably the safest one because, again, the lineup flexibility playing him at center or wing. And then we've got from my San Jose Sharks their second Style Icon 2.0 Master in Brent Burns. And while I love the fact that my Sharks finally get some Master Icons, I know a lot of people already are like, how does one team get two of them? You got to remember the Sharks haven't had any. And if there was one player on the Sharks to get a Style Icon, honestly, Brent Burns has some of the flashiest style. I'm kind of stunned they used an actual player picture and not one in one of his amazing suits, but nonetheless. Now, this is definitely a pro-style player. I've mentioned beforehand that Brent Burns cards aren't particularly all that amazing usually because his skating is so low, and normally his wrist shot is better than his slap shot, and you just add that together, and it's a lot of the player base can't really use him effectively. However, if you are in Division 3 and above, I usually use that as the cutoff. You've got to make sure that you use him with players that are either quicker or that you know how to use a big player to defend the rush. Because while he does have Buzzing, Distributor, and Workhorse, I would probably go with We could go you could go workhorse or wingman because I think acceleration is a little bit more important, but getting him 91 speed is pretty tough to argue with. He's got a good shot at 90 accuracy, 90 power. You can get him up. His booming shot would get his agility up a little bit higher, but kind of useless because his slap shot power and body checking is already maxed. So you might be looking at like applesauce or light the lamp. And then the other option would be protector, and that just kind of helps out his slap shot as well. The one thing I want to point out here is that he gets gold shutdown. Now 6'5", we already know what 6'6" with gold shutdown looks like. If you pair him and Hedman, as long as you aren't giving up breakaways at the opponent's blue line, like there is no entering your zone. So that is probably one of the most dominant defensive pairings that you can get. And I want to point out he also has Seeing Eye and 1T, which does look to be like the meta on how to actually score D-to-D one-timers right now in NHL 22. I think that for, again, the pro-level style of player, maybe you're trying to make GWC or you're trying to build up your team to compete in that, Brent Burns is definitely a card you're going to want to look out for. Like, right now, if you've got the best righties in the game, you've got Shea Weber, maybe Adam Fox, and then that third one, like I've showed in my team, I've got Dougie Hamilton. I would probably, it's tough. Dougie Hamilton's a little bit bigger at 6'6", and his skating's a little bit better, but that gold shutdown is just really tough, not to mention the ability to actually fire at a 1T. So guys, wanted to get that info out there for you so you can make your preparations and kind of look to decide which players you're going to try and make for the free pack or go after. Obviously, getting them a little bit early and knowing about them is a little lame because obviously they don't come out until tomorrow, so everyone's going to kind of prepare. Watch the market. There is a chance that, because maybe people don't want to go after some of these cards, the market might change quite a bit where people are selling a lot more. So just take a look. I'm curious to see how it plays out. But again, guys, if you want to see and check out my team live, check me out on Twitch, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, twitch.tv/nosleeves12. I'll see you then. Have a good one.